Fly, fly.
Hey, what's going on, you all? I'm Brandon. I'm a guy who flies, who is currently flying during the COVID-19 pandemic. And today I am going ahead and temporarily submitting my bid. So I've chose to fly through the first 2 months where I could have taken paid leave option from my company. However, for the month of June, based on what happened with my schedule this month, current month of May, I'm considering going ahead and taking the leave. Just because as a commuter, like going back and forth with the trips canceling and things kind of has become a headache. And I've basically washed most of my schedule for the rest of this month because I was just over it. For the month of June, I'm considering taking the leave. I have to submit my bid by tomorrow, the 11th. So but then our bids for our schedules are due by the 12th, I think. So I'm like, let me go ahead and put that in just in case I go against taking the leave. The only thing that is like hindering me from just going ahead and saying yes, I'm gonna take the leave is the fact that I have vacation scheduled for next month. And so I have 5 vacation days that are already built into my schedule. That's going to take up some of the credit that I'll need for the month. My fear is that they're going to cut back the lines and I won't have a line in Miami for next month. But however, fingers crossed that because I do have vacation in here, some of that might be a little bit alleviated. So I'm going to go ahead and hop in here and put in my parameters. You all know you can go back and watch any of my Bid With Me videos to see some of my parameters that I put in for my schedule. But with as limited pairings as we have, I'm okay. Like the bid packet for this month was all of 3 pages, and I stayed on the first page and a half, which were the turns, because I wouldn't even dare flip to page 3 where the trips were, because those are going to go super senior. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bids in and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gone in and put in my preferences, and basically I just like narrowed it all the way down. Like I used to have it, obviously I still have it with the first layer being, well, the first layer is going to be specific parents. Layer 2 being 4-day trips, next one being 3-day trips, then 2-day trips, and then turns at the end. I already know they're going to just wash right on through those, like the trip parameters, and just skip on down those, because where my seniority is, if I get a line, it's going to be for turn. So what I did is within my turns, I basically said, my first thing is I want you to give me turns where the credit is worth 7 hours, then give me turns where the credit is worth 6 hours, then give me turns where it's 5.5, then give me turns where it's 5. So at least when I am getting turns, I'm getting like the higher turns, like the Miami-Boston, which is a lot more credit than a Miami-Atlanta. Like the Atlantas and the San Juans, I think are our shortest turns. Yeah, Atlanta's like 4.5, and I think San Juan is like 5.25, something like that. But I want high hour. Give me the 6 and 7 hour turn. Because if we're going to come to work to just turn around and go back home, we want it to be worth something. All right, so let's go ahead and preview what our options are. Okay, there is legit like 2 pages worth of trips. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and I have my notes of the specific pairings, and like I'm kind of old school. Like I draw out a calendar and I put the actual trips here because I need to see it like on a calendar. What would it look like in terms of like how many times am I going to Miami versus being able to stay in Virginia and things of that nature. So basically the goal, I will tell you, is that I want to work on, I don't want to work at all the first week or the second week. I'm only going to work in the second half of the month. And then I'm basically going to work on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, Friday. And then the following week, I'm just going to work on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Wait, how many days is that? That's 6 days. Okay, I can't do that. I can do 6 days. It's going to be hard, but that will be all the hours I need because, again, I get credit for vacation. And if I were to so choose, I could actually work through my vacation because, let's be honest, where am I actually going on vacation right now? Right. I'm going to enter tag mode and I'm going to bloop, 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 click on all the trips that I want, and then I'll be right back. So if I click on preview, you'll be able to see what I basically did. So everything up here at the top is what I'm bidding for. So I'm bidding to work the first, which I work on whatever the last day of May. I think it's the 31st. I have a trip that day. And then I have a clump of turns here. That's the vacation. a clump of turns here, and then I would also have a stretch of days here. And so you can see I have this clump of days off and this whole clump of days off right there. I would have the option, if I wanted to, of picking up more, but that's basically what I did this month. Is I got my schedule and then I traded it around to make it a little bit more commutable. I will have the same option next month depending on how things fall into open time. And surprisingly, you all, like, our flight loads have been picking up and increasing. You'll like see in my vlogs when I talk about like the number of passengers that we had. And so they've been adding, as the month of May goes on, they're still adding like trips and things for this month. So if that trend continues, then we're going to see an uptick in like sales for next month, and then there's a possibility that more things could drop in. So I mean, I have my fingers crossed. I'm going to also go ahead and now and bid for reserve, because God forbid that with the low number of lines, even with my vacation hours, if they don't award me a line, then I will end up on reserve. So I'm basically going to go bid to be on reserve, 4-day stretch, and then basically have 3 days off. And I'm probably going to ask to be on reserve Thursday through Sunday, and then I would be off on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesday. And that is going to be my bid for the June schedule. As you all always know, I will be back later on this month to let you know what happens. I'll let you know if I took the leave, if I got a line, if I'm back on reserve, what's going to happen. But as always, I'll be sure to bring you all along. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the channel for the other content that we have. I have other things besides flight attendant vlogs that will be popping in there because content. But yeah, again, I'm Brandon. I'm a guy who flies, and I'll check you all out the next time. Later.